One day, a wealthy family man took his son on a trip to the country, so he could have his son see how poor country people were. They stayed one day and one night in the farmhouse of a very humble farm. On the way back home at the end of the trip, the father asked the son, "What did you think of the trip?" The son replied, "Very nice, Dad." The father then asked, "Did you notice how poor they were?" The son replied, "Yes, I guess so." The father then added, "And what did you learn?" To this question, the son thought for a moment and answered slowly, "I learned that we have one dog in the house, and they have four. We have a fountain in the garden, and they have a stream that has no end. We have fancy lanterns in our gardens, while they have the stars. Our garden goes to the edge of our yard, but for their yard, they have the entire horizon." At the end of the son's reply, the rich father was speechless. His son then added, "Thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we really are. There is no single criterion for defining rich and poor. Having a humorous and positive attitude towards life is also a kind of wealth." A man punished his daughter for wasting a roll of gold wrapping paper. Money was tight, and he became angry when the child tried to decorate a box to put under the Christmas tree. Nevertheless, the little girl brought the gift to her father the next morning and said, "This is for you, Daddy." He was embarrassed by his earlier overreaction, but his anger flared again when he found the box was empty. He yelled at her, "Don't you know that when you give someone a present, there's supposed to be something inside it?" The little girl looked up at him with tears in her eyes and said, "Oh, Daddy, it is not empty. Elle blew kisses into the box. All for you, Daddy." The father felt embarrassed. He put his arms around his little girl, and he begged for her forgiveness. It is told that the man kept that gold box by his bed for years, and whenever he was discouraged, he would take out an imaginary kiss and remember the love of the child who had put it there. Love is the most precious gift in the world. Last week, the manager of an old shop received a letter. Being very busy, he did not read it until tea time. Upon opening it, $50 fell onto his desk along with a short letter. The letter read, "Dear Sir, in 1945, I got engaged, but unfortunately lost my job. During that time, many people were unemployed. 6 months later, I found a new job, but was still struggling financially. I visited your shop to purchase a wedding ring. The lady at your shop showed me some rings, but she was called away briefly. In that moment, I quickly pocketed one of the rings. When she returned, I falsely claimed I didn't know my girlfriend's ring size. Subsequently, I left the shop without paying for the ring. My wife recently passed away, and I never settled the debt for her ring. The guilt has weighed on me all these years. At that time, the ring cost $10, so I assume it would be worth $50 now. Hence, I am enclosing the money. Yours sincerely, a customer." Well, said the manager. Life is full of surprises. There was a lonely old man, childless and frail. He decided to move to a nursing home. The old man announced the sale of his beautiful home. Buyers flocked upon hearing the news. The base price of the house was £80,000, but it quickly rose to £100,000. The price kept climbing. The old man sank into the sofa, eyes filled with sorrow. Indeed, if it weren't for his failing health, he would never sell the home that had been his companion for most of his life. A modestly dressed young man approached the old man, bent down, and whispered, "Sir, I also wish to buy this home, but I only have £10,000. However, if you sell the house to me, I promise to let you continue living here, sharing tea, reading the paper, taking walks together. Every day happily, believe me. I will care for you with all my heart." The old man nodded, smiled, and sold the house to him for £10,000. Genuine emotions and heartfelt companionship are far more precious than money. Maintaining a sincere attitude can often touch hearts and bring unexpected, beautiful rewards.